You're looking for motivation to get off the couch and shed some weight, we have found it for you. Pamela Kimbro was featured in June's fitness magazine for losing, get this, 150 pounds. But how she did it and why is truly inspirational. Pamela joins me now to share her story. And you are from O'Fallon, so you're local.
Yes, yes.
What is it like seeing your picture in that national magazine?
It's very, very neat. My kids love it. They're pretty impressed.
Okay, well we have to explain that I swear you're smaller now than you were even in that article. You're still losing weight, aren't you?
Thank you. I'm not trying to, I don't think.
But you wouldn't know because you don't weigh yourself regularly.
Right,
That's
right.
kind of crazy. Okay, how much did you used to weigh?
My heaviest was 285.
Wow. 285.
285.
You've lost 150 pounds plus. And why? Why all of a sudden did you decide to just get out there and start moving?
Well, I've always had a problem with the weight. I mean, my whole life I've had the problem. And, you know, it'd be up and down with the weight. And then my dad got sick in 2010. And, you know, my dad was a bigger man, not very healthy. And he said to us, we're all going to, you know, in the hospital there, he said to us, we're all going to die young because we're obese. And at that time, I was 30. I only had one child. He was 3. And I thought, no, I'm not going to die young. I'm going to change this. And so I did it. You know, that took me there.
Where did you start? Because I mean, that's a lot of, or did you say I want to lose 150 pounds, or did you just say I want to start
Well,
moving?
my goal was to be like 150 pounds. That was my goal, was to be 150 or like a size 10. That's where I wanted to be. But I was a poor eater. I drank soda. I drank a 12-pack of soda a day. We ate fast food 2 to 3 times a day. We were just eating very poorly. So as soon as I changed that, the weight came off.
But how hard is that? That's got to be difficult.
It was very, very hard. It was very hard. I was sick for a couple of weeks when I cut out that soda because I just did it cold turkey. Just cut it right out and switched right to water. And it was hard. I was sick. I was addicted.
Yeah.
It was an addiction problem that I had.
Addiction to soda, addiction to food?
Probably more the soda than the food. The food part, eating healthier was easier.
It's an emotional thing, too. It's a mindset that you have to change. Like, you know, because food is kind of your go-to thing when you're bored, when you're sad.
Right, right.
So instead, you made that exercise?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. My subdivision is a mile in perimeter. So I would exercise every night. I'd go and I'd start walking, then I'd start running. We took out the elliptical. I started getting on that. And it's funny because when I got on that, I could do 20, 30 seconds maybe.
Seconds?
Seconds, yes.
And so then how would you go up? Would you say, okay, today's going to be a minute?
Well, I would start playing songs, you know, a song like on my phone. And I'm like, okay, I can go to this verse of the song. And then I'd keep going further and then further. And I would do that with TV shows. And I would just try to get my mind off exercising and focusing on the working out, you know, getting myself better. My goal was to break a sweat. I knew if I could break a sweat,
Look at the pants.
then I could.
That's awesome. And now you're running races. You just did your first 5K last year.
I've walked 5Ks before, but this last October was the first one I actually ran in.
That's great. And has this changed your whole family, too?
Yes, 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 absolutely. My husband's down like 60 pounds.
That's awesome.
My kids are healthier. My oldest was a little on the heavier side. Now he's more fit. He looks great. And the funny thing is we have a picture in our basement in a frame from when we were in the beach, you know, years ago. And my husband and I were really big, and my son Dylan, who's in the magazine with me, he came up to me and he said, "Who are those people?"
He didn't even recognize you.
He didn't. So neither of my children, my kids, know that I used to be heavy.
Wow. When I walked up to her and met her for the first time, I said, "Okay, so when's the last time you were this size?" And you said,
I think 8.
Wow. That's amazing.
My brother jokes. He said to me, I think the last time you were a size 6 was when you were 6. And I know he was just giving me a hard time, but he's probably right.
So are you going to start running marathons?
I don't think I can do a marathon. I'm more of a fun runner.
Yeah,
but I'll
definitely.
If
you wanted to. But
I'll definitely do more 5Ks. Definitely.
You look amazing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming on. I think this is really going to help a lot of people out there.
Thank you.
As I mentioned, Pamela's story is featured in this month's edition of Fitness Magazine, and you can find a copy on newsstands right now. And we have put a link to Fitness Magazine on our website, so you can see that cool picture of her and her son. It's on greatdaystlouis.com. Kent?
Nice work.
I know.
Thank you.
Nice work. Very nice. All right. Next up on Great Day St. Louis, we are getting some legal advice from our good friends at Brown & Crouppen. And are you looking for somewhere fun to take the family this summer? Well, it doesn't get any funner than Silver Dollar City. They got a whole lot going on this season, too, and we'll have the details coming up.